Packaging with more speed, better entertainment, and bigger value like this incredible offer. Plus, you can add X1 DVR service free for an entire year. Click, call, or visit us today.
The biggest growth in the marijuana industry is driven by women. Don't make weekend plans until you see DC's most accurate forecast. And if those plans include a salad, you might want to think again. How can you be sure files you delete from your computer are really gone? The Verify team has the answer. And we have a first-hand look at how Puerto Rico is managing 7 months after Hurricane Maria. Our Stephanie Ramirez is just back from the island. WUSA 9 at 11 starts now. Up first tonight, breaking news from overseas. Good evening, I'm Leslie Foster. And a big announcement tonight from North Korea. The rogue nation says it has stopped nuclear testing and long-range missile testing. It also plans to close the site it was using for those nuclear tests. Now, this could be diplomacy ahead of international summit meetings. It could also mean that there's no need for more tests because the country already has built a nuclear weapon. It's hard to tell what motivates Kim Jong-un and his government. We'll continue to watch this, and we'll keep you posted. New developments tonight after that explosion on a Southwest Airlines jet. Federal regulators just put out a bulletin, and they are now making airlines inspect the type of engine that blew up right away. Our transportation reporter Pete Montine is an experienced pilot. He's got more on how this will affect you.
An emergency bulletin like this is a big deal. It just came out. I'm about to tell you what this means to you, but first, know that the FAA rarely does this. The agency is demanding immediate inspections of the CFM56 7B jet engine. That is what exploded on Tuesday. There are more than 14,000 of them in the sky worldwide, but this applies to only some in service the longest. The inspections will be to the jet fan blades. You can see that one is clearly missing here from Southwest Flight 1380. Inspectors think it completely ripped off the jet. This particular jet engine was used a lot. The industry term is high time. Southwest said this engine had 40,000 cycles. The emergency order is for jets with more than 30,000 cycles. They must be done in 20 days' time. This applies to only a fraction of those engines, only 352 of them. That boils down to less than 200 jets across many airlines. The inspections take only a few hours, so it's likely this will not have an impact on your next trip. Pete Montine, WUSA 9.
We're following a developing story about tainted lettuce. The CDC says if you have any romaine lettuce at home, toss it out. The agency has linked romaine lettuce grown in the Yuma, Arizona area to this growing outbreak of E. coli that's made 60 people sick in 16 states. At least one of those cases has been reported in Virginia. So again, the CDC says avoid any of that romaine lettuce unless you are sure it is not from the Yuma, Arizona area. I know the calendar says April, but there is another freeze warning in the DMV tonight. Don't blame me. The chief is here with a look at DC's most accurate forecast.
Don't blame me. You know what? It was 29 for a record low earlier this week at Dulles. It was 29 this morning at Dulles. And we're looking at another freeze warning north and west of town. Not quite as far to the east as it was yesterday. It came all the way to 95 yesterday. So we're looking at a freeze warning upper Montgomery County, Gaithersburg North, Clarksburg into Frederick, and then Loudoun County West out toward the Shenandoah Valley and along I-81. We're looking at temperatures in this area 28 to 32. So you shouldn't have put anything in the ground yet, but if you have, cover them up. If you have some weather-sensitive potted plants, just simply bring them in, and then they'll be just fine. So we're looking at Futurecast tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock. Temps rebound a little, 36 downtown, but already still 32 in Frederick and still 31 in Hagerstown. And I think between about 6:30 and 7, some areas will be in the upper 20s tomorrow west of town. And then by the time we get to 10 a.m., we're back in the 40s. The best news tomorrow, light winds. It will be a cold start and even chilly by 10 o'clock. And by lunchtime, we're looking at temperatures still in the low 50s, maybe 53 downtown, 52 in Bowie. Temperatures pretty uniform, though, even 51 in Cumberland, 50 in Romney, and 53 in Fredericksburg and La Plata. We'll come back. We will talk about if we have any more freeze warnings over the weekend. And we've changed the timing on the rain and showers as well.
All right, Top. Ladies, listen up. You know we couldn't let 420 go by without talking about the growing marijuana industry. We discovered that women entrepreneurs are one of the big driving forces behind that growth. Here's John Henry.
On Saturday, the National Cannabis Festival will once again make its way to the RFK Stadium grounds.
Really excited to come back for a third year.
Caroline Phillips founded the event, which will have everything from music to